Did it work?
Yeah.
Yay! Matissa just pressed the record button for the first time.
For the first time.
Woo woo! By the way, hey, this is Marvelously Morbid, and I'm Sylvia.
And I'm Matissa.
And we're here to bring you the daily news. Not really, just our daily news. We wouldn't do that to you. We'll just tell you about missing persons and murders and serial killers and guts and gore. We're not going to talk to you about the news. That'd be the real morbid.
That would be downer.
That'd be too morbid. We don't go that morbid on this show.
No.
No, we can't talk about the news. So, anyway, go back to my full-time job tomorrow. But a new position. It's going to be good.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I'd like to do this podcast full-time instead. Hint.
Hint.
Hint, hint, hint.
Let's make that happen.
Yeah, let's make that happen, listeners. You know how to make that happen? Rate us on iTunes, on Stitcher, on Spreaker. As of today, we're on Google Play. Yeah, rate us, like us, subscribe to us, review us.
Like us on Facebook and Instagram.
Like us on Facebook and Instagram. Share our posts. We also have a Patreon that we will link on our Facebook if anyone wants to make a donation. If not, just support us in non-monetary ways. We like both equally. We love gratification almost as much as we love money. So yeah, just support us in some way. Doesn't have to be money, but you know.
Please.
But we'd really appreciate it. And we will support you if you need support. Hold on, I think a cord may be coming out.
Oh no.
Nope, it's not. JK law. So how have you been, Matissa?
Well, I'm freezing right now.
Yeah, Matissa's having a freeze
fit.
Freeze fit. Well,
we had to unplug my heater before we started recording because it was so loud.
Yeah, you could hear it in the background. So Matissa usually travels with a heater. No, she doesn't travel with one, but
I do
likes to
actually have one in my car, and I have like a heated blanket and a little blanket.
The radiator-looking heater. Yeah. Yes, it's in your trunk.
I have Raynaud's illness, phenomena, disease, whatever you want to call it.
I like to say phenomena.
Phenomenal.
Phenomenon.
And I'm always cold.
Yeah.
My hands and feet are always...
Let's feel them right now.
My hands are better now.
Oh, yeah. Your hands are better, but mine are still warmer.
My feet are... I have a heating pad on my feet right now since we had to turn off my heater. So
You made us turn off her heater. I hope you're
it's
happy.
worth it, yeah.
Yeah. I hope it's worth it. I hope you're satisfied. Loving audience. Whom we really appreciate. Yeah, but for those of you who don't know, the state of Kentucky is having second winter, which is the opposite of good, like second dinner. It's awful. I love second dinner. I hate second winter.
Yeah, and I left town just a couple of days ago. I went to Cleveland and just missed like the 10 inches of snow that Lexington got while I was away.
To die,
but
and I hope you're happy.
Well, I got to drive back in like a blizzard yesterday, so that was exciting.
For those who hear what sounds like a babbling brook, that's just my Wendy's cup, but listen.
Isn't that relaxing?
It's meditation hour. But no, it really does sound so nice.
Does. It's relaxing. I like it.
So we're toying around with the idea of getting some intro music for the podcast. What do you guys think? Do you think... Would you like to hear a little intro jingle? Like... Ding, 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 ding. I
think you should just do that every time.
that
sounds perfect. Can you remember it?
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
Marvelously Morbid with Sylvia and Matissa. For those of you who couldn't see what just happened, I was waiting for Matissa to jump in with her name, and instead
I just stared at you.
I got a death glare, but I couldn't even look her in the eye. Like, she was like Medusa. If I would have looked her in the eyes, I would have turned to stone.
Been known to do that.
But then I jumped in and finished. Because
you're always saving us.
I'm always saving our lives.
How are you, Sylvia?
I'm doing okay. I'm feeling a little...
Other than the whole work thing.
Feeling a little anxious today because I don't know if I'm ready to go back. But I guess we'll see. Other than that, I'm doing okay. I've been snacking too much. Have to get rid of my snackies. My snacky foods. Snacks. Snack is whack. Yeah, I'm doing okay. Not great. Not horrible.
It could be worse, but could be better.
Could be worse. Could be better. Yeah. Matissa and I just watched a video on YouTube about depression. It was interesting. If you're into the beauty community, you may have heard of Real Techniques brushes.
Yes.
And, the two girls, Sam and Nick, behind that, they have a YouTube channel called Pixie Woo. You should check them out. But Sam was talking about her depression, and we really liked it. It was kind of a downer, but, I mean, not that much of a downer. And we're not sponsored by Real Techniques. I fucking wish we were sponsored.
Wouldn't that be nice?
If we could get, Sam, Nick, hit us up. Hit us up with a sponsorship. So, this is going to complete 180. We got so much awesome feedback on the episode where we talked about the disappearance of Brian Schaefer.
Yes, people really liked it.
Yeah, we keep getting, do more disappearances. So this week we're going to do something little smidge different. Matissa and I have both researched this disappearance. And we're going to talk about it, the movie. No. We're going to talk about the disappearance. We're going to talk about some theories. There's actually a link to some cool video footage. We'll post that on the Facebook page.
Did we? Never mind. I'll ask when we get to it. The video that I mentioned of the security and the hotel security?
No,
I didn't look that up, but I did want to see that. We still need to look that up.
Yeah, we still need to look that up. But we have an awesome disappearance. If you liked the last one, you're probably going to love this one.
This one is better.
It's bizarre. So we'll just get right into it. Do you want to start, or should I start?
I think you should start, since you did most of the research, and I'm just gonna.
No, Matissa did. She did good research. I just went on Reddit and just saw some stuff. So today we're going to be talking about the disappearance of Lars Mittank. We think that's how you pronounce it. We hope. Mm-hmm. We hope. So. What was that? So Lars Mittank was born February 19th, 1986. So he's only a few years younger than me. 3 years younger than me. Oh. He's a German student who disappeared on July 8th, 2014 in Varna, Bulgaria. Mittank was vacationing in Golden Sands, which, from what I can tell, is like a very hip place, kind of like Ibiza or somewhere.
I did see that it was
or
like
Cancun, maybe. Yeah, so it's kind of a hot spot for
young folks.
Not like us.
Hey, he's a year older than me. So that was 3 years ago.
Yeah. So basically he was in this awesome hip place called Golden Sands with a couple friends. While he was there, he was involved in a fight, ruptured his eardrum, said he couldn't fly home with the ruptured eardrum, and then basically went AWOL. That's the long and short of it.
Yes.
So now we'll get into the long of it. So in June of 2014, he was 28, and he was in the seaside resort of Golden Sands, Bulgaria. He wanted to spend some time relaxing with his friends and, just hanging out and basically relaxing. So he and his friends went to a bar. I think they went to is that where they got in the fight, in a bar?
Yeah, they were at a bar watching a football game.
Yeah, they were at a bar watching a football game. And he got in a fight and suffered a ruptured eardrum. Which, am I hearing some, I think that something we're doing is interfering.
Oh, see, I wasn't even, did you hear?
Maybe not. I hope you're not hearing any interference, people.
See, I don't hear it, but maybe my hearing isn't
I'm
that
a
great.
super hearer. But anyway, yeah, he got in a fight with allegedly 4 guys over football.
Yes.
And during that fight, he ruptured his eardrum. Allegedly.
Mm-hmm. And did he not seek medical attention immediately?
He didn't seek medical attention immediately, no. He just was like, ow, my ear hurts, blah, blah, blah.
And then, was it the next day, or like later that night?
Later that night, he and his friends went to McDonald's to get something to eat. So he didn't seek any medical attention yet. And while his friends were, I guess, waiting in line at
waiting
McDonald's,
for their food,
he disappeared.
Just left.
Yeah, just left out of nowhere. This is the first time this dude disappears in this story, yes. Okay? This isn't the big one.
So, they can't find him, and they don't see him again until the morning when he shows back up at their hotel. So he disappears for several hours. Yeah, he disappears for several hours, and then the next morning, he's back. Mm-hmm. And he tells them that he got in another fight. Mm-hmm. And that's where he has been all night. And yeah, they said it was 4 more men.
4 more men.
He said they were
an
Russian.
Identical second fight.
Yes, they were Russian or Bulgarian, and that they were sent by the people he initially got in a fight with. Like, they had hired these people to beat him up.
Yeah.
In this alleged fight.
I'm sorry. That was my antique chair creaking.
But his friends didn't believe him they witnessed the first incident, but...
Yeah, but they didn't believe that he got in a second fight.
Right.
But he came in and said, hey, I got in a second fight, blah, 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 my ear's hurting, I think I need to go to the doctor. Mm-hmm. And he went to the doctor, and the doctor said that he had a ruptured eardrum, and gave him antibiotics. It's called like cephaloxime.
Cefuroxima? I don't know if that's how you say it.
500 or 550?
500.
Cefuroxime 500. I don't think we have that here in the U.S. I mean, maybe we do. I've never heard of that. But, so he got an antibiotic. Mm-hmm. And he told his friends, because they were going to fly home that day.
Yeah.
And he told his friends that the doctor told him that he could not fly due to a ruptured eardrum. Mm-hmm. But from everything that I've read, which isn't a lot, but it was a few things, you can fly with a ruptured eardrum. It's not going to hurt you. But, yeah, Lars told his friends that he couldn't. But I also saw another source that he told his friends that the doctor said he could, but he didn't want to, because he didn't want to injure his eardrum further. Mm-hmm. So who knows which one of those is the truth. But his friends did get on their flight, and they went home.
They wanted to stay, but he reassured them that he was going to be fine by himself. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he was like, I'll be fine. You don't need to stay with me. And in an interview with the friends said that they wanted to stay with him, but they wound up finally just coming home because he insisted that he didn't need them to stay.
Yeah. So he stayed in Bulgaria without his friends, and he checked into a different hotel that was cheaper and more ran down. Mm-hmm. And a day after they left is when he started acting erratic.
He started acting cray.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I keep squeaking. But yeah, so the next day is when shit gets really real.
But before that, that's when the night before, he only spent one night in the hotel, but he was paranoid and frightened, and he sent several text messages to his mom, stating that he didn't feel safe, and told her to cancel his credit cards.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you're going to go there. I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, that's what that's what we do.
And that he was hiding from 4 men who were following him and were asking him where his pills were, his antibiotics. He kept thinking
antibiotics,
right, that these men were wanting his antibiotics. So he was sending these messages to his mother. The only night that he stayed in that hotel alone.
Yeah. And he also sent a message to his mom that night saying, what is cephaloxime 500?
Oh, yeah, asking, what this medication was that the doctor had given him.
Like, he thought it was something bad. I don't know. Yeah, so we know he did that. Mm-hmm. And then